When things get tough, do you break down? Do small problems make you doubt yourself? Do you let your feelings affect the choices you make? Could I tell you that the real reason you're stuck is not a lack of skill, but a lack of grit? In the world of the famous samurai Miyamoto Musashi, being strong wasn't just about having a sword, it was also about being smart. Today, I'm going to show you why mental toughness is the most important skill you need to deal with stress, get over fear, and win in today's world. Reason 1. Mental toughness helps you stay strong when life gets hard. Things will get tough. There is nothing bad about this thought. It's a fact. Some days your plans won't work out. There will be times when people let you down. Sometimes it will feel like everything is too heavy and unfair. In those situations, your skills won't help you. Being smart won't help you. Only the strength of your mind will. Being mentally tough is what keeps you standing when everything else is shaking. Japan was very dangerous when Miyamoto Musashi lived there. It wasn't fun to have duels. There were fights to the death. He might have died in any fight. Still, he went into every fight calm and ready. But he trained his mind to accept that hard times are a normal part of life. Musashi wrote that you should be okay with the way things are. Remember that this doesn't mean you give up. If you stop fighting truth, you'll feel better. Weak minds whine when things get hard in life. Strong minds can change. You don't freak out when things go wrong when you have a strong mind. What can I do now, you ask? You don't look for reasons to do something wrong. You get stable. Take a look at this. Small boats are tossed around in the ocean when it storms. Large ships, on the other hand, stay steady because they are built to last. You become that big ship by being mentally tough. You don't fall apart when you lose money. You don't lose who you are when someone turns you down. You don't call yourself a loser when you fail. You get stronger instead. You are not meant to be destroyed by hard times. They are trying to see how smart you are. And tests can be used to train you if your mind is strong. Musashi did not stay away from trouble. He walked toward it. He thought that facing problems was the way to get better. The same way, every hard time in your life makes you who you are today. Being mentally tough lets you say, "This is hard, but I won't break." That's power. Reason 2. It stops small problems from breaking your confidence. A lot of people don't fail because of big issues. They fail because of little things. A small judgment makes them sad. A small mistake makes them lose trust. When something goes wrong, they start to question everything. Small problems can feel very big if you don't have mental toughness. Musashi taught people how important it is to pay attention. He told you to see things the way they really are, not how bad they could be. When you think too much about small problems, you make yourself suffer when there isn't any. Insight comes from having a tough mind. Let's say you mess up at work. "I am not good enough," is what a weak mind says. "I made a mistake," says a tough mind. "I'll fix it." Do you see the difference? The trouble is still there, but how you think changes everything. When you depend on being perfect, your confidence is weak. But if your faith is strong, even small problems can't break it. Musashi trained by himself for many years. He had a simple life. He had a lot of problems, but he didn't let little discomforts take his attention away from his goal. He only thought about what was important. You stop giving small problems a lot of power when you have a strong mind. You don't take small attacks too personally. You don't give up after one bad day. You don't question everything about your future because of one mistake. You stay steady instead. Self-confidence grows when you show yourself that small failures can't hold you back. Your brain gets the message, "I can handle this," every time you stay calm. Over time, this makes you believe in yourself even more. Being mentally tough keeps your confidence safe. It weeds out drama that isn't needed. It keeps your energy on getting better instead of making you worry. We all have small troubles every now and then, but they don't have the right to make you feel bad. You decide what to do when your mind is strong. And making that choice keeps your faith alive. Reason 3. It helps you control your emotions instead of reacting fast. Feelings are very strong. Feelings like anger, fear, jealousy, and rage can quickly change how you act. A lot of people miss out on chances not because they aren't skilled, but because they can't keep their feelings in check. Being mentally tough helps you control your feelings. Musashi thought it was important to stay calm during fight. Imagine being in a room with someone who wants to beat you. When you're scared, your body gets weak. If you let your anger take over, you make bad choices. He taught that you should keep your mind as clear as water that doesn't move. When the water is quiet, it shows things very clearly. It changes everything when it is upset. Your mind is the same way. Do you respond right away when someone insults you? Do you say things you later wish you hadn't when you're angry? Do you stop when you feel scared? Mental toughness separates what you feel from what you do. It lets you take a break. You get power back during that break. When you reply, you don't react. You think rather than shout. You don't quit, you take a deep breath and change. This skill changes everything about your life. Emotional control keeps fights from happening in relationships that aren't necessary. It keeps people from making bad business choices. It stops self-sabotage when it comes to mental growth. Musashi stressed the need to train the mind. He thought that you couldn't be good with a sword if you weren't good with your feelings too. You might not use swords in your fights today, but they come with pressure, worry, competition, and criticism. You lose if your feelings run your life. You will win if you keep your feelings in check. Being mentally tough doesn't take away your feelings. It says what to do with it. You learn that feelings only last for a short time. Anger goes away. Fear goes away. There is doubt. However, reactions that are not under control can have effects that last for years. You become steady when you train your mind. People believe in you. There are more opportunities. It gets better. If you master your mind, you master your life. That's real strength. Reason 4. It makes you keep trying even when you feel tired. At first, everyone is driven. Few people are still loyal at the end. Things that are fun are easy to keep you going. When things get dull, repetitive, or tiring, it goes away. Mental toughness is what keeps you going when you're not feeling like it. Musashi worked out every day. Not whenever he felt like it. No, not when he was full of energy. Every day. He knew something very important. Consistency is more important than skill. There will be times when you're tired. Days when it seems like things are moving slowly. There are days when giving up seems easier than keeping going. Keep going is what mental toughness says. It's not often that one big attempt leads to success. It's about doing little things over and over for years. Think about getting stronger. That's not how you get strong. You get stronger by always being there. It's the same with your dreams. You stop relying on your feelings when you have a strong mind. You need to be strict. Even if you don't want to, you get up and do the work. You work out even when no one is looking. When other people rest, you work hard. Musashi believed in practicing all the time. He didn't depend on his natural skills. He used repetition and concentration. Don't give up just because you're tired. It means you are getting bigger. Being mentally tough helps you learn that being tired is only temporary and success lasts a lifetime. When you keep going even though you're tired, you feel proud. You gain respect for yourself. You make an identity. As you grow, you become someone who doesn't give up. This doesn't happen often. It's also useful because it's hard to find. Not being smart is what makes the difference between being average and being special. It's called endurance. Even when it's hard, keep going. Don't stop when it gets dull. When it's slow, keep going. That's being mentally tough. Reason 5. It helps you believe in yourself when no one else does. In life, there will be times when people doubt you. They will sometimes say it straight out. They will sometimes show it by what they do. If your belief rests on other people, you will fall apart when they stop supporting it. It takes mental toughness to believe in yourself. Musashi spent a lot of his life walking by himself. He did not want to be liked. He wasn't looking for praise. He was sure of himself because he knew himself and had prepared. When your mind is tough, you have to work hard to believe what you're saying. You worked very hard. You already know how much you worked on it. You remember the fights you lived through. You know what you're going through even if no one else does. That makes you feel calmly confident. You don't argue when people doubt you. You get better. You train them when they laugh. You pay attention when they ignore you. You don't have to think you're perfect to believe in yourself. It means having faith in your growth. Being mentally tough helps you remember that your commitment should not change, but your thoughts should. Some of history's most impressive feats were once thought to be impossible. Nothing would have happened if those people had listened to doubt. You need to become your own helper. Keep yourself going. Do your best. Forgive yourself. Make yourself stronger. In war, Musashi wrote, you should not depend on anyone else. Things stay the same. When you believe in yourself, rejection becomes fire. Criticism turns into facts. Failure is a form of input. You don't need praise to go on. Your idea moves inside you. And no one can take away your idea if it's inside you. Reason 6. It turns pressure into power instead of fear. There is pressure everywhere. Tests, duties, the competition, plans and hopes. A lot of people think that pressure is bad, something to get away from. But stress can turn into strength. In battle, Musashi was under a lot of stress. One mistake meant death. He stayed calm. He used stress as a way to concentrate. Pressure makes things clear. It gets rid of distractions. It shows who you are. When your mind isn't strong, stress makes you afraid. Fear makes people hesitate. Hesitation leads to loss. When your mind is tough, stress makes you stronger. It's possible that your heart will beat faster. Your hands might get sweaty. Your mind stays clear. This is my moment, you tell yourself. Pressure is just duty and value mixed together. People with strong minds don't think, what if I fail? They think, this is my chance to grow. They accept the weight. Musashi thought that real warriors always stay cool, no matter what. Their spirit stays the same whether they win or lose, and whether they are up against one or many opponents. This is something you can use in your life. Instead of being scared before a big show, feel ready. Instead of doubt before a race, feel excited. Do not try to escape before a task. Instead, feel engaged. Pressure shows how ready you are. If you train your mind, stress can work to your benefit. Some freak out. That's it. Others aren't sure. You do something. Some breaks. You get up. Try not to be afraid of pressure. This is your test. And if your mind is strong, each test is just another step forward.